All right. Are we live? Let's double check. See if that's live. Hmm. All right. So we're here live right now. So just want to double check, figure it out. And remember, I'm still learning to do streams. So bear with me on this. Let's get some better light in here as well. Make it brighter. Ooh, there we go. All right, everybody. What did I just finish doing? I just finished watching the AEW pay-per-view about an hour or so ago. And then I just ow. Also, give me a sec here. Where is the stream? Make sure the stream's still going. Here, I'm going to put that over there. And then I want to bet that here because I want to be looking at you as I read the text. So I wasn't even going to do a random video after a pay per view, but I'm like, I have to talk about this pay per view. I have to get this out, and I'll give my goods and bads and what the hell AEW I think needs to do to change stuff up. Let's turn that mic down a little bit. There we go. All right, so Dynasty 2025. We paid for it, get the 50. It was a special deal, actually. We got two of them for like 90 some bucks Canadian. That's expensive. I'm sorry. They got to lower these prices. And let's give our results. We'll see what's happening to the results. And let's see what happened first. Well, we had the pre-show, of course, and 0 hour was fun. We had the Nick Wayne crew. That was Nick Wayne and oh gosh, the other guys there. Is it Nick Wayne, Rush, and Andretti versus Air Fox, Dante, and Darius. Interesting match. It's just your usual, tag flipping match, whatever. I like Wayne and the CRU crew. Good match, very solid, as always, and that was fun. And then we turn around, and then we had Caster coming out, which I'm enjoying this little thing with Caster. He doesn't do the raps anymore. Max Caster, he does the new I'm the greatest Caster, and it was funny as heck. But who is this thing? Now, I personally was hoping it would have been Wardlow, but you know what? I was pleasantly surprised. It was Bowman's returning, his tag team partner for the Acclaim, which a very underrated, a great tag. It wasn't underrated; they were good. Anthony Bowens with Billy Gunn behind him. Bowens, I like them both, but Bowens is the better of the two of the wrestlers, I think, all around. What a match. But Bowens won pretty quick. Boom, there you go. So that was really good there. Um, so that was a good opening to the show. I was like, wow, just two quick ones. Okay. And now we go on to the main show, the show itself. We had Osprey and Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight's a young guy. I think he was trained originally by Buddy Wayne, and then also trained in the New Japan Dojo. Very talented guy. He's got a bright future against Will. Very solid match, of course. Good young guy, but of course Osprey was going to win that one. I wasn't surprised there, but great opening match. He replaced Jay White, who actually got hurt. And please come back, Jay. We can't wait to see Jay back. I'm a huge Jay White fan. Have been for years. But he did he looked really good in that match. So this kid's got potential, definitely. Hurt Syndicate versus the Branches of the Learning Tree. Wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. Solid match, of course. Very good wrestling and back and forth. That was with Big Bill and was it? Was it Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin with the Redwood and the Bad Apple? Brian Keith and Big Bill. He's really stepped into his own. I think he's really coming to his own. And Brian Keith, I remember watching him when I first seen him. I think it was for the culture as what the GCW weekend shows. And I'm like, this guy's good. They brought him in. He's really solid in this company. So good match entering, but no surprise, the Hurt Business won. Or the Hurt Syndicate won. And what they just look so dominant. And who can beat them? I don't know, but I really enjoyed it with a little help from Max. That was really kind of cool because I know Bobby doesn't want Max in, but the Max kind of hit was Bill Belt on the outside, and then they took out Keith. Boom, there you go. Very solid, fun match. That was entertaining. Give me one sec here. Now I haven't seen this match. I had to go out of the room for a bit to see this, but I heard it wasn't that good. Mercedes Monet, which is a great wrestler, not the best talker, versus Julia Hart, who's highly underrated, very solid, was champ at one time. But I heard this was not good from what I heard. It was, at best, okay, a lot of botching. And of course, Monet won. She wins all the time now. It's getting kind of boring. So yeah, whatever. I didn't care. I'm glad I missed this match. Actually, it was a bathroom break, and I had to talk to somebody so I could get. Death came back by this. The Death Riders versus rated FTR. So no Moxley or Shavir for that one. They're saving themselves for later on. Let's go. We'll talk about that in a bit. Solid match. We knew it was going to be a great match. All great wrestlers. Big fans of all. But Cope ends up getting they spike Copeland. No. Hold on, I'm going ahead a bit there. They end up those schmozzles, and then Howard. Give me a sec here. I'm reading off some stuff too. Anyway, yeah, they end up winning. They end up winning. The Death Riders won, defeating Rated FTR. And then they were helping each other, and Rated FTR turned on him. So it was like, okay, they turned on him, so they turned heel. I liked it, actually. I liked it. I like these guys are amazing heel. They haven't used FTR in a while, and they turned on him. So good, maybe turn Christian face, Christian Edge versus FTR. I'll be okay with that. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, Death Riders won. Okay, solid match, though. Great match, amazing match of the night. Tony Storm and Megan Bayne. Not gonna lie, Megan Bayne's been lukewarm with her. She impressed me this match. She impressed me. I mean, you had Tony helping you guide you. Tony is one of the best female wrestlers in the industry right now. 100%. But Megan Bayne impressed me. She's got potential. I was a little off on her. She needs to learn. I would give her a mouthpiece, but this girl can go. She has the look. She's a beautiful young woman, but she can go. Damn, this girl can go. I was like, okay. Yeah, no, she's good. And Tony, like I said, one of the best in the business. Back forth, very good. On a roll up. Tony Storm again, surprise, boom, there you go. That was fun. And just Tony's awesome. Tony's just hitting on all cylinders right now. So but yeah. Oh, and Tony Storm came out where it's in Philadelphia dressed as Rocky with the Rocky City, Rocky Balboa. It was really cool. So that was pretty awesome. Then we go on to now this. I'm going to say this right now. Some matches could have been on the opening show. Some matches could have been on Dynamite. The show was too long, way too long. I'm going to go into that at the end, though. But I'm fans of these guys. The Briscoes are one of my all-time favorite tag teams in the history of industry wrestling. They are. Mark Briscoe, Kyle Fletcher. Solid match. Great match. I'm not surprised, though, they had Fletcher win. They're not having him win. Very great match. So Mark is just so underrated. I want him to hold AEW gold. He was ROH champ there for a while, but he deserves AEW gold. Got a solid match, amazing match, great back and forth, but yeah, that was good. That was really, really good. So, Jericho versus Bandito. Now, this should not have been on the show because it's an ROH world title match. You don't see NXT title matches on SmackDown or Raw and main event. No, this should have been, and I'm a huge fan of both these guys as well. Bandito's such an underrated guy. Very strong, which he showed it. He held Jericho up for 1 minute, and Jericho is still the GOAT. People say what they want. Bite me. I got his book back here somewhere. It's hidden away somewhere. I got all his books. I mean, I'm a diehard Jericho-holic. One of the best ever to do it. And he still puts on great matches. Man, Chris can still go. So this was a solid back four. This was a fun match. There was a little schmozzle. And then, Chris hit him with the bat. Boom. Then the parents or the mother and the sister, whatever, come out and they say, oh, there's the bat. And they turned the decision, continued it. And surprisingly, Bandito won in the second decision. Okay, good. Chris helped put him over. Chris helps build the business. He helps other guys. Chris is and Bandito looked good in this. Oh, that was a great match. Amazing. So yeah, that was really good. Then we go on to my buddy here. I'm not gonna say names, but he was like, this match can be a bathroom break. No. We had Adam Cole and Daniel Garcia. Now, Daniel Garcia, not the most active, entertaining guy. Wrestling wise, he's up there at Bryan Danielson level. Like, this guy is he's going to be something special. He already is something special. He's a great wrestler. And Adam Cole, baby, one of the best in the business, in the top 5, maybe top 10 easily, top 5. He's up there. He's 100% up there. Should have been the main roster for WWE, but Vince didn't like him. He screwed up on that one, Vince. And I think if he ever went back there, Triple H should put him in the main roster easily. He's that good. So people can say about he's too small, but shut up. This guy's that talented in the ring. He's got that much charisma. Even though the audience was a little dead by this match, but I'm going to explain that in a bit. So, but great match, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? New champ, Adam Cole, new TNT champ. So brilliant. Oh, amazing match. Not disappointing. That was awesome. So then we had this match, which, man, don't blink. Kenny Omega, the best, the man, the cornerstone of this company. Ricochet, who's, I think he was a WWE mistake. You really messed up letting him go. He has turned this heel character into something special. He is one of the better heels in the business right now. The way he's doing this, betraying him, annoying people with, and just in the ring, we know how solid he is. I've been following him since Prince Puma days, to New Japan. Like, this guy is so talented. And Mike Bailey, there's one or two moves I don't like that he does. It looks too dangerous, like the two knees in the back. But we can't deny how talented he is. Fellow Canadian, this guy is so talented in the ring. So you're getting guys that can fly, can wrestle. Bailey more of the kicker, so and the striker and stuff. But wow, back forth, long, quick match, just fast paced. Wow, what a match! Just this could be the match of the night, in my opinion, maybe. They just had great chemistry, and but in the end, this amazing one wing angel from the second rope with was it Mike Bailey was like hanging on the rope. He took off. Ricochet and just had. I was like, oh, hopefully he can get back. He got back for enough. Boom, beautiful ending. Wow, I was like, oh, you're just like, okay, but now we're coming on to the main event. Now I'm going to say this right now. We were coming on to about 11:51 by the time. Now, before I go on to the main event, this show was too long, way too long. Tony, you got to stop having these shows too long. Either put them on earlier or take out matches or put them on Dynamite or something. It got over at 1:30 in the morning. Some of these guys have to work. People have to work in the morning. Having these shows like 5-6 hours, including the show, no, that's too long. That's too damn long. Your shows are too damn long. And no, too damn long. Yeah, have it on earlier, because here we're in Atlantic time. Too damn long. People having to go home at 1:30 in the morning. People got to work the next day. Come on. Midnight's long enough. 1:30? No. And then people get pissed. The audience was dead by this too. I think the audience was just drained. They were there for like 5-6 hours. You've got to stop that. No, too damn long. My opinion, too damn long. So, just being honest. I'm sorry. I'm being honest about that, but this was too long. Now coming on to the main event. Solid, fun match to watch. A lot of great spots. I'm a fan of both guys. People can say what they want about Moxley. Moxley's a great wrestler. Great underrated wrestler. He can do submission, he can do everything. Moxley is an amazing wrestler. I've been a fan of him since Moxley before, Moxley, we ever win. We can go back to CZW. He did many of indie stuff. Then he brought in WWE's Dean Ambrose. Remember the promos he did with Mick Foley? I always wanted that to happen. Nothing happened to that. And then the Shield, brought up with the Shield. And bam, we all knew that. And then coming on to here, he was the backbone of AEW during the pandemic era. He's the man who really carried this on his back. With that being said, and I'm going to talk about Swerve in a sec. This Death Rider thing is annoying. It's so boring now. It's gotten boring. It's generally boring. And you don't expect we're going to keep it going. No. The end of the pay-per-views are going to be schmodules and never going to interfere, and we're going to win again. That's what happened. And the match was fun. The match was great. Swerve Strickland was a WWE mistake. Letting him go, you made a biggest mistake. One of the biggest mistakes you've made in many years. I've been following his career since Killshot. I watched him as like Killshot with the hat, the mask, and Lucha Underground, and following them all through the NXT day. Like, this guy's talented, and he's a great businessman too. He's rapping and he does other business. A highly intelligent man. He's the future of the business. He is the business now, in my opinion. But wow. And the violent thing when they did the promo a couple weeks ago, I'm like, yeah, he is more violent. I mean, and they're both can do the most extreme of things. But in most recent times, Strickland can go hardcore. We know that already. Solid match, fun match. A little pacing is off, but it was fun, entertaining. And then they had this part where you think he's going to win, and then they all come down, Marina's fear, but then he's going to schmosh. And all of a sudden, and he's going to finally get him. He gets him in the thing. He stomps him. There was a lot of spots, every spot's. Go check it out. But then the lights go out. I'm like, Swerve's about to win. What's going on? The Bucks come out after Schmozzel, and they got chased off by, was it OPS or whatever the game that was with Samoa Joe, Shibata, and Hook. They came out, took out the other Death Rider guys. Shafir was knocked out by an accidental cutter by Mox, because interesting set. Marina's really entertaining. Gosh, she's good. This new look to her and this new attitude I like. I've always been a fan of her from WWE days, and now, and I know Mox has talked about her in the past. Watch her in Bloodsport. She's a badass and a damn talented wrestler. But she plays this role really good. But anyway, she was out. Everybody's out. Swerve was going to win this, and they did the BT. The Bucks. The lights came back on. Bucks were holding them. Swerve hitting the BT. Mox gets the win again. Some more interference, more schmozzle, and the crowd was really ticked. And you're actually. I think you're really gonna. People are getting this good, predictable. They're waiting too long to pull the trigger. Swerve should have won this title, and maybe you could have had it, maybe win it back on the show, but you could have at least taken it off them for the night. We haven't seen the title around the shoulder or waist. And I know they did the promo in their basement with, Renee interviewing him. I hated that. That was so dumb. Because, no, I like the interview. The interview's good. Great promo. Mox is a great promo. Even Gladio, a.k.a. Cesaro, a great promo. A very underrated talker. And WWE never gave him the chance on that one. But they did the promo. They talked how I'm the title. And look at me. No, we want to see the belt. Have the world title on your shoulder. Have it around your waist. It's gotten stupid. When you don't have your main title on television and see it, it kind of becomes stupid and redundant. And just, we don't, you're a champ, whatever. I don't prove it. Let me show me the belt, And we know he has it, but it's dumb. It's really got dragged out where we haven't seen the belt in almost half a year. I think that's getting annoying and dumb. We don't even know what the title looks like anymore. Come on, show the belt. Like, you're a champ. Be proud to hold. And the reasons they don't, it's stupid and monotonous. I'm sorry. And I'm a Moxley fan, huge, but I think this is dumb. I think it's ridiculous. And it just, it's frustrating. So after paying a lot of money for this pay-per-view, you end it with that same thing again. Smodule said, no, we're not paying for it anymore. No. We're done. Everybody in the room said, no, we're not paying. No, well, that's the last one we're ever buying. We'll watch it some other day, some other way, somehow. Because we're done. We're not paying you any money. It's like $50 per pay-per-view Canadian. Not for something that it's predictable ending. And it's a great show again, but we'll find other ways to watch it. So, because that's just wrong. You pay a fortune to have over too long, because people are ticked. We're like getting excited. Like, some people have to work here. We want to go home. And then that ending is getting predictable, boring. Sure, he's gonna lose eventually, but no, you're getting boring now. The Death Riders don't really make any sense. It was supposed to be probably to do with Shane, but now they had the Bucks come back, and it's gonna have we don't care. Most people don't care anymore. They're like, yeah, we don't. You're gonna lose some viewers on this one, I think. Like, it is really getting dragging out, and that's my opinion anyway. And a lot of people I know as opinion, like the guys here said, no, we're not done. We're not paying for the AEW anymore. That's it. We're not buying any more pay-per-views. That just, they walked off. Everybody's pissed going home. So, say what you want, but that was the show. That was the pay-per-view. That was Dynasty. Solid, amazing show, except for that ending. And you can't be happy. No, that ending was really just an ultimate disappointment. It's kind of a kick in the nuts, especially staying for that long to watch a pay-per-view just to be kicked right in the nuts. Pretty much. That was like an uppercut to the whatever. It really was. You're like, you get this, you really take the wind out of your sails at the end of that. You're like, No. I didn't care for that ending. That ending was ridiculous. And yeah, I wanted Swerve to win. I think it's his time. He's the man you need to go with. He is the guy. I always thought Diary was the guy for the longest time, but Diary's climbing a mountain right now, so he's not even there. Swerve's your guy. Swerve is the man of this company that you need to put that belt on and let him carry that company in his back, because I believe he could. He's connected with business stuff. That he's so over right now. And Tony said in the thing afterwards, he said he'll always be over. Well, yeah, but you think that, and yeah, I believe he can keep himself over, but Tony's bad for pulling triggers. I'm gonna say some stuff. MJF is cool. Remember, he was the top heel in the company. He's kind of been cooled off. You never really pulled the trigger per se on him. You got really stagnant from him. Wardlow is a big, Wardlow was the man. And then, yeah, he got hurt, but then you never continue. You put him with a group, you got confused. Wardlow could have been your next Goldberg, 100%. Um, Statlander was the champ for a while, but where's she now? Like, people go missing, and when Tony seems to get bored with people, he put his toys away in the drawer and put in a new shiny toy. No, but when people are over and then you need to know when to pull the trigger. And wait. No, eventually people will get bored and they won't care. They won't care. And you've done this a lot of times. He's never pulled the trigger on many people. And just even when they're the hottest, no, we'll pull it some other time. Darby should have been world champ by now. 100%. Darby's the heart of that company, in my opinion. But no, they bring nice shiny new toys in and stuff, and we gotta put the guys on the side and stuff, and then other guys, and there's so many other names that they never really used proper, and that's something about that company I think is they don't hit when the iron's hot. And WWE used to be bad like that too. They're a little bit better now working when the iron's hot. They kind of work around it and let the talent get themselves over. Here, Swerve should be champion now. He is that good of a guy. He's your cornerstone. He's the guy that you need to carry the company on his back. I believe he's that talented. You need to carry and put the company on his back because he can bring you to the next level. He's that over. He's connected in rap and just in business in general. He's a highly intelligent man. He goes to events and he represents a company. Where does I'm a Moxley fan. I'm not even downing on John Moxley. Dean Amber, whatever you want to call him. I want to see him back in WWE imagine that 3-way throwing him in there. That would be amazing. But you get a 4-way, like the history between Punk and the Shield. Don't forget, Punk brought up the Shield. If you go the way it was written, he brought the Shield up and boom. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. Moxie's one of my faves, and so was Strickland. That's why I enjoyed this match. I'm big fans of both guys, but just the booking of this, and I'm not saying I'm an armchair booker. I used to book for a local indie company at one point. I did a little training in the hard camp for a very short while, about a few weeks, and I ended up on a girl. Long story, not going to go there. Never got in ring myself. I was a photographer for a local company, and I was a match creator for a local company for a while. Did some graphic design for some stuff here and there too. But I know a little bit about it, and I've been following wrestling since I was trying to think. Kill Cow Croup here in the Maritimes Grand Prix. Maybe a little bit before. Early 80s, I'm thinking. And I'm 52 now. I know the industry of wrestling. I'm not just a new fan coming in here. WWF, NWA, all the way to WCW to ECW. I've been following it. I got the old Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines from the 80s, here, put away somewhere. So I know wrestling. I'm not saying I'm an expert at it. I believe I could work in the industry and probably help a lot because this booking is just lame. That booking was bad. That ending, just stop. Now we're gonna have to deal with more Death Riders, more. No, put them onto something else. Have Moxie go away from that and have him run solo and do something else. Like you could do so much with him, but now he's stuck with the belt. We're not going to see it again, and it's just going to be repetitive. And maybe he'll win again by cheating and again. But to me, that actually diminishes him when he has to cheat to win all the time too. The guy is that good of a wrestler. So anyway, that's my little bit about that. That final thing really ticked me off. Yeah, Nana is doing an amazing job, by the way, too. Love Nana. He's amazing. But yeah, Young Bucks should lead the board. We don't care anymore. People are going to get so bored with this. It's just, yeah, I just don't care. I don't think we're going to be buying any more AEW pay-per-views. We'll just watch clips or find it elsewhere or whatever because it's not worth it anymore. For $50 for that long of a show that you're dead by the time you're like, okay, I'm going to go sleep. Is this almost done? It's still exciting, but the crowd even was dead by the end. You could hear the crowd was just tepid. They were tepid. So, with that being said, I had to do this video. I know it's last minute. I don't even know how many people are going to watch this, but this is my opinion on AEW show tonight. Dynasty. Solid show. Great show. Amazing show, actually. I thought AEW never fails to deliver a great pay-per-view. That's one thing about them. They deliver top-notch pay-per-views. But storylines be damned. They really get lost sometimes. And honestly, Tony Khan is a brilliant businessman. But when it comes to booking, no. If you're doing any of the booking, Tony, no, you need to just step down. That's my honest opinion. And I have much respect for him with this company, but that was just a horrible ending. It was just horrible. Yeah. That's my 2 cents on that. I mean, who am I? Just no, you're an armchair. Well, I don't care. Let's give my opinion. I spent thousands of dollars in my lifetime over watching wrestling, giving wrestling pay-per-views, writing. I had the Kevin Owens shirt. Do I still? No, I don't have it on anymore. Kevin Owens shirt. It's an old Kevin Owens shirt. I've been Kevin Owens since Kevin Steen. I've been following wrestling for years. Tonight was great to let our wind out of our sails at the end going, and everybody's angry when they left. They were ticked. Like they're not buying anymore to AEW pay-per-views after that ending. They're like, it was a great show, but that ending just made it not worth paying that money and that long too. Too long. Too damn long. No, it's too damn long. No. These long pay-per-views are just too much. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. I just want to do this about a half hour. Get my take on this pay-per-view. Great show. Solid show. The wrong guy won at the end. And I'm not even downing on Mox. Again, I'm a Moxley fan. I've been for years. But just that ending was kind of a kick in the nuts. It really was. It was just like, oh, the same thing over again before. And I'm not even downing on the match. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I wasn't going to do this video. I was so tired, but I said I had to. Just go with my raw gut. I'm exhausted because it was too damn long. Too damn long. You got to have these like cut out at least 2 hours. A 2.5 hour, 3 hour pay-per-view. That's good enough. Not these 5.5 hour extravaganzas, Maybe once a year you can have them. If it's during the day, people have to work the next day. We don't care. We're going to just get annoyed and stop watching. I'll watch it in the day after. I'll just whatever. And they won't buy it. They'll find other ways to do it because it's becoming not worth it to keep us up that late and then have endings that you're like, oh, it's the same thing over again and again. It's becoming predictable. I was hoping finally, yes, let Swerve finally carry this company because he can. No. And I'm not saying Mox can't carry a company. He did. That's what I'm saying. Mox carried this company in his back when it was at its lowest, when you had hard times, pandemic stuff. This guy carried the company 100%. Like I said, Mox is one of my favorites. Like, he's so underrated. People say he can't wrestle. Oh, he can wrestle. He's a damn great wrestler. But it's just this angle, this thing. It's grown. It's run its course way too long now. I know they're going to do some Shane McMahon thing. Nothing happened. You should have ended it there. Have him lost to Edge. I thought we should have lost. This is going to be my last sense on this. Against Edge. Yeah, I'm an Edge head, but he should have lost to Edge or later that night just about to lose to Edge, and Christian comes out cash in, and Christian should have won it. And then you could have Edge and Christian battle over the world title. Mox could have did something else, maybe disappointment, try to build the team back up or bring some new people in. But then the belt would be seen on somebody's shoulder again. Christian would have been a great heel champ because it would have been something fresh and new. But whatever. Again, I'm not even saying I'm a huge Moxie fan, but bring the title out on Dynamite this week. Bring the title out. Hold it on your shoulder. Say, you know what? Time for the show this again. Give me a reason to want to care about that world title. Otherwise, I don't like. To me, Kenny Omega is the world champ in that company right now. 100%. And maybe even the TNT champ and Adam Cole. They're the two champs that I really care about. And no, we can't say that. Okada. Okada is one of the best in the world too. So for single champs and the women's champs, I like Mercedes. I do. I mean, she's a great. One of the greatest female matches is her and Bayley in New York. Remember that one? NXT. Still one of the best in many years. But I heard this match wasn't good. I didn't watch it. I'm going to go back into my full opinion. That's why I'm going to say, I'm iffy on it because I don't know. But I heard the boys are like, and we're usually very similar opinion. And they said Julia carried this match. So I don't even know if she wants to be there anymore. I don't know. More power to her. I want to see her go back to WWE. Just have your career there again. It seems like the WWE 4 Horsemen are kind of slowing down a little bit. And maybe it's time to bring them back one more run as the Horsewomen and see what we can do there. But as for this, it's just, I don't know. Again, I'm not going to fully give my opinion on that match because I didn't fully watch it. Toni Storm is the best female wrestler in the business right now, 100%. She's killing it. We'll see how this Owen Hart's tournament turns out. Who's going to finish it? Who's going to go? I personally say, Athena's in it. Have Athena win that world title. Or no, Athena's going for Mercedes. Sorry. I apologize. I think she's still in the tournament, but either way, it's going to be her and Mercedes. You could have her beat Mercedes. And I like Mercedes, but no, Athena is, she has also one of the top female wrestlers in the world that deserves an AEW world title. 100%, 110%. She's run with that ROH title and she made it meaningful. Like in the matches she has, she's such a good worker. Oh, I liked her in WWE. But here, she just stepped it up to the next level. And she proved herself as one of the most solid, best, most reliable workers in this industry. So her and Tony both coming WWE cast-offs, as you will. Well, they both proved themselves as being top girls in this industry. So and I'd like to see her hold that AEW world title or the TNT world title, TBS world title, sorry. Whichever one it was, TBS one. So Jade was the one of the holders, and then so let her hold it now. It needs to be. Statlander held it too. I apologize. Like I said, long too. And I'm going to shut up now. We're almost at the half hour mark, so I'm going to do it before the half hour mark hits. Solid show, amazing show, B plus, but that ending is the reason. It would have been an A plus show. I'm not a Dave Meltzer one, 10-star. No, that's BS. I'm with Bubba and Tommy Dreamer on that one. Again, the star rating should be only given by people in the industry, not just some guys who write it. Not even downing a Meltzer, but just no. But if I was to give it a grade, B plus, just from that main event ending, because two reasons: too long, and that ending. That ending was just you just took our sales out, the wind out of our sails. Yeah, oh, okay. I don't want to pay anymore. Nope, done. I'm done paying a fortune, being broke. We're enough struggling in the economy today. You're gonna pay these exorbitant amount of prices for pay-per-views when you should be on a network where you pay like $12 a month. Hey, we get the pay-per-view there. Like WWE Network used to have things like that. Don't anymore, I don't think, but it's too much, too damn much. And we get on Triller here. So, but even the boys are like, no, we're not going anymore. A bunch of us chip in. We're like, no, we're done. We're not paying our money for that. It's ridiculous. We even got the special deal where we got the last two AEW pay-per-views together for a little cheaper. No, we're not doing it anymore because it's just we felt ripped off after tonight. It just so that's why I'm giving this a B, not even a B plus, a B. So but the rest of the night was that solid. Everybody worked their ass out. Even Swerve and Mox had a great match. Great match. I'll give that a solid match. It's just that ending. You're like, again, more, whatever. And it's getting predictable and boring. And it's just, and no, it's not because my person one didn't win. I'm fans of both guys. It's just this storyline has gotten draggy, annoying, and I'm like, oh, what's next? And keep on having what's next. No, this is your world title. You need to have somebody that's going to showcase it and show it. Anyway, I'm getting frustrated and flustered. Let's call this a night. This has been a pleasure talking to you guys. This has been just a quick half hour of me babbling on about this because I had to, because of this, Tony, one, you want to hire me? I'm a photographer. I got a passport. I just need my work visa, but yeah, as a photographer, but also as a booker. Oh, the show that ending would have made this perfect if you would have went elsewhere. But you gave us an ending that people are like, what the hell? What the hell? Again, the same, repetitive, over and over and over. Stop. And secondly, and even worse, too damn long. When you're like 1:30 in the morning, people are like, I gotta go home. I gotta work tomorrow, man. No, it's the boys hanging out. But by midnight, people are like, and even the crowd got dead by those last few matches because they were like, they were tired. It happens in even WWE when they have these too long shows that by the end, the crowds are like, the train. They're just dead. So you really got to take note on that and cut these. And no one's cut 2 hours off these shows. 3-hour shows, fine. Just like a long Raw. That's all you need. And maybe even a half-hour pre-show. Not everybody has to have a match. You can have them on Dynamite. Get there. Instead of having these unknown name guys on Dynamite, say that for internet show. Have another internet show. But have Dynamite more stacked hard by having these pre-show matches on the Dynamite. The Owen Hart ones could have been on Dynamite. You didn't need to have this pay-per-view. You filled too much slots. And yeah, it's too much, too long. And you're going to lose people that way, I think. Because people are just going to like, we don't want to watch anymore. It's too damn long. We have work to do in the morning. We have things we're going to do in the morning. So anyway, 2 snipes on that. The rest of it, I could go on and on about how solid the show was, how great it was. Everybody performed. That's one thing AEW doesn't have a lack of is talent. That is one talent about there. There's not really a bad worker in that company. They have great workers. Both companies have great workers. WWE has solid workers too. So, and I'm diehard looking for Mania. But, and then maybe my guys won't win at Mania too. And sadly, Kevin Owens, I hope that. Part of me hoping it's a small angle. but if it's not, get Kevin. He's one of my all-time faves of the industry. Seriously, Kevin Owens is one of my faves in the industry. Just one of the best talkers, wrestlers, and same with Sammy. That's why I've been following those guys for years and just. But anyway, that's totally different story altogether. Solid show, great work by everybody. Even Mox and Swerve, great match. Just pathetic end. Just bad. Just repetitive, boring. Schmozzle, blah, 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 blah. It's the Bucks. Yay, don't care. That doesn't even make sense. Why are they involved with them? Oh, they'll explain it this week. Yeah, but you should explain it pay-per-view. You're leaving people with a sour taste in your mouth. Some people might not tune into Dynamite because they're like, yeah, I don't care. And I had people reading this that they were like, we don't care. We just don't care. We're not going to watch. And a lot of people online like, I'm done. I'm not watching Dynamite this week. I'm going to the E now. So bad move, in my opinion. You should have Swerve win it. You could have attacked him, steal the belt, or do something else at the end of it, but you needed to go with a happy ending. You're giving too many disappointing endings. When you do it repetitively over and over and over again, people are going to give up. They're like, yeah, we just don't care anymore. So when you end the show, a solid show with such a sinking feeling, people are just going to stop tuning out. They are. And part of me hopes, and I don't want anybody to lose your job. Everybody deserves a job. I hope they make money. These people need it's an alternative. It's good to have those alternatives. I'm a big fan of AEW. I've been since the beginning. But you can't leave people leaving disappointed after every pay-per-view. And it's been like that for a while now. It's getting repetitive and boring. So anyway, I've even gone over my time. It's just I'm frustrated. As a longtime diehard wrestling fan, and people know me well enough. They call me the encyclopedia talker and walker of wrestling. I'm just a fan. So a diehard fan. I used to be a collector. I had to sell a lot of my stuff I collected. I still get the games, many different consoles. I still get magazines. I actually have VHS. Remember the VHS trading days? I was part of that. I used to have tons of VHSs. I got DVDs. I got Blu-rays. I'm a wrestling fan. Enough said. But yeah, that's why I say I'm not downing on any talent. I would never insult talent. I won't, because I mean everybody in the show performed to the best of their ability, but just that ending. Anyway, I know that being said, thank you for tuning in, everybody. If anybody watch this, or if you watch it in the rewind or whatever again, yeah. Peace. Stay tuned. The next time you see me, it might be a pre-show over Mania or maybe after Mania. I don't know yet. So I thought about doing a live stream, but I don't have that much time in this program. It would cost me too much money, and I get the free one. So peace.